Welcome back to second video of what I called Next Level series. So I'm trying out this mic, which I've always had, but I actually managed to attach it to phone. So that being said, second week update was that I changed my carb source at the beginning of the week because I ran out of rice pudding, and I substituted it for oats, and I lost 4 kilos in 3 days. Not even 3, 2 days, just because I couldn't eat that. My body was just refusing to digest, probably for the lack of a better word, that type of food. I know from notes, anything over 100 grams of oats a day messes up my digestion. Like, I know it. I have written it down a million times. Every single time I go, 100 grams seems like my upper limit. Going from there, so at the moment I'm on 6,300 calories a day. Try to eat that with garbage foods, it's just not going to work. And like I said, I've tried it, I've tested it. Every single time I go for macros, my stomach just absolutely refuses to cooperate with me. And I could bypass it. I could probably add some drugs or whatever the hell there is, and just run with it. But I just don't like feeling like garbage. So I got my food back in place. So my order was just delayed from Germany because I ordered my food from Germany. And now we're back to normal body weight. So, and that's bringing me back to the questions that I got asked on last video. So what are my thoughts on micronutrients, macronutrients, and all that kind of stuff? Thing is, you need to understand that when I speak about my experience, it's my fucking experience. So what I do to my body is decades of conditioning it to work the way I force it to work. Another thing is, I am the heaviest I've ever been at the moment. And also the leanest I've been at this body weight. Which means the studies that somebody quoted that, hey, don't you only need 100, 200 calories a day to grow, and anything more than that is body fat? How the fuck do I know when I'm over 100 or 200 calories? Every single training session is completely different. Every single day is completely different. Every single movement I do is completely different. So moving at 105 kilos, at 110 kilos, or 120 kilos, just going on a walk will elicit completely different energy expenditure. So, and I can track with ordering, and I can track with all kind of bullshit, unless I wear those, like something like Douglas bags around me all the time to really check how much energy I expend. It's not gonna work. And even then, thing is, the more carbs I eat, the more my body heats up. That's as simple as it gets. So I'm literally almost sweating all the time. I was outside today, like 10 degrees Celsius, raining, and I'm there in a t-shirt, hot as fuck, because I'm eating over 1,000 grams of carbs a day. So another thing is, those studies, I was just looking at some fucking renamed incline dumbbell curls, Bayesian curls and whatnot. When you actually look on the videos how they did those studies, every single one of those idiots were doing exercise completely different. And then based on that, they come to some kind of conclusion. It's just not how it fucking works. Same with your other studies. Like when I was doing my master's degree, I had to do studies on leucine, and I had to qualify people who have been in gym 3-4 years as experienced athletes. I'm in year 21 in gym, and I'm still fucking learning. I still class myself as a newbie. So take those studies with a pinch of salt, and understand what you see is their interpretation of what they think they found. More often than not, that's all there is. It's someone else's opinion. It's not a fact. I've also seen some like doctors on social media advising how everyone should be training, and this is the range of motion you should be doing, this and that, just to look at how they train, and I'm like, you imbecile, you don't even do fucking full range of motion for muscle yourself. You do full range of motion for the barbells at most, but not for the muscle. And you definitely don't know how to do a biceps curl. No wonder your biceps is like 16-inch breadthrough. that's going on a tangent. Anyway, so my honest opinion on nutrition is you need to find what the hell works for you. But more often than not, you'll find that eating in calorie surplus is way easier doing it clean, so to speak, because there is less noise, less inflammation, less things can go wrong. And when you get bigger, the bigger you get, the more you realize that it's a hell of a lot of food to put through your body. And if you start fucking around with, hey, I'll just throw in this for the sake of calories, you'll soon find out that you just don't understand what the hell's happening anymore. There are too many variables. Yeah, okay, 10% of whatever the hell you want from 1600 calories, not gonna do much for your body. 10% from 6000 calories is gonna do a hell of a lot for your body. So understand where you are, be honest with yourself, understand your blood tests, how to read them, and then also realize that being at certain body weight and forcing yourself to be at certain body weight are two different things. Like, even when I was with grandma, she's like, dude, you're eating more than anyone else I've worked with at this body weight. It's just stupid. Which I completely agree, because I move much more than anyone else I know. And you also try to force adaptation, you try to force growth. And I also, not just train, I do spend a lot of time reading, learning, researching, using my brain, which most bodybuilders don't do. So my calorie expenditure will be way higher than anyone else's. So that needs to be taken into account, not just your body mass and then total daily energy expenditure. You can't, like those numbers that should be associated for somebody my body weight, my body mass, body fat, and also so long and so forth, they just don't apply to me. They just don't. And this is what I'm going to do now. So this is why I'm trying to stay at this body weight for at least 6 months, because I know my calorie needs to maintain this body weight will be far less at 6 months mark than it's now, because now I'm forcing my body to be this way. Once it adapts, once that musculature is there, I'll need far less calories just to maintain that, because now that job is done, all I need to do is just maintain that size. So my calories probably going to go down to 4,500, 5,000 calories. But now, like I said, a couple days at the beginning of the week, just because I couldn't really digest food properly, I dropped down to 5,500 calories, and I lost 4 kilos in 2 days. Just disappeared. So yeah, anything less than 6,300, I'm just starting to lose body weight, and I'm not getting fat at those calories. Genuinely, for someone my size, I shouldn't be anywhere near those food amounts that I'm eating now. But who gives a fuck? Studies can say all kind of things. They don't work with somebody who has a lifestyle like I do. I don't sleep much, I train really hard, I train twice a day, I do my conditioning every single morning, then I walk a lot, 15 to 20,000 steps every single day. Then I do a lot of like cognitively challenging work every single day. Then I do another workout later in the day, and I eat very little to no fats. I actually find that if I don't stick to exact food choices and exact food timings that grandma would like me to do, I don't keep that body mass as well. So there is a precision to what she does, only because she's got 42 years of experience. And it's funny, when I was in Holland, she could tell exactly if I had stuck to plan or not. She would just look in the morning and she would just say, okay, did you eat those last 2 meals the way I told you, or did you swap them for something else? And I'm like, well, yeah, I ran out of this and I ate that instead. She's like, yeah, I can tell. You're inflamed as fuck today. So yeah, there is magic to that. And again, what the hell is your goal? My goal is to maintain my health, maintain my digestion. That's the most important part, that if you can't eat, you're not going to gain anything. And be able to train hard. If I diverge from what my plan says, I just don't feel right. I feel lethargic, I feel tired, I just want to sleep, going to the toilet 10 times instead of once, and that's just not normal. So again, what I do, this is just a reflection of my experience. So like I said, a couple of days at the beginning of this week, I had to mess around there. And as soon as I got back to the foods that I know my body likes, well, the grandma knows my body likes, my body started to feel better already. So we're just gonna go from there. And I can guarantee there are studies that showing like it's very hard to gain fat from carbs and protein. You're gonna get fat from fat very easily. And then again, what type of fat you're eating. There are different things to take into account as well. Instead of mincing around and asking a million questions, I would just challenge anyone to do what I did in Holland and what actually most successful businessmen do, women or entrepreneurs or whatever the hell you want to name them, is take an action and find out for yourself what works. Like if you are spending days, months, whatever, trying a million things, nothing's gonna work. And if you overthink all the time, you're just wasting your time at actually executing and trying it out. So stick to something for good 6 to 12 weeks, longer the better. I would say anything between 4 to 6 months is ideal. And then take notes. What people usually do and why they don't get results is they get tired within 2 weeks. Oh, I can't stick with this. This is not gonna work, and that's not working. But this guy said this, and this girl said that. You're like, yeah, no wonder nothing works for you, because you just lack commitment. You lack discipline. When you try to, let's say, learn a new topic in a school, you didn't do one lesson at that, and then next 12 weeks not learn anything at all, and then sit an exam. No, you did same things over and over again, slowly, progressively overloaded, same stuff, same topic. If it was algebra, it was algebra all the time, and then at the end you sit your exam. Same what I'm doing now. Hey, if I'm eating these foods, I'm gonna keep eating those foods and keep adding on top of those exact foods until my body says, you know what, something doesn't work. So far, I know if I even slightly change something because of the sheer amount of food I have to eat, I have negative response immediately. And I would be fucking idiot if I did not trust somebody who's made bogloads of shitloads of fucking professional bodybuilders and told them, you know what, but science says this, fuck your experience. That would just be stupid. So yeah, that being said, nothing fun to report at the moment, apart from, like I said, that indigestion issue. So anything over 100 grams of oats, my body just don't tolerate it. And I knew that since, I believe, 2012. And I cut them out completely. Like, I'm just not gonna eat oats anymore. Just there's no need for it. Things that I do rotate is kind of red meat or chicken between meals 1 and 4, and then at night will be higher fat fish, something like that. And then again, first meals will be very easy to digest carb sources, and then at night, later in a day, something more complex. As simple as it gets. I'm definitely gonna keep adding more fats as I progress, because we find that my body just burns through carbs like there's no tomorrow. And I'm probably gonna go up to maybe 200, 250 grams of fats. We'll see how it works. But yeah, this is an experiment for me as for anyone else, because I've never been over 120 kilos. 120 kilos were my max. I'm around 121, between 121 and 123 at the moment. By Christmas, I should be 125 if I don't run out of food again. So yeah, again, you got any questions, drop those questions down in the comments. But like I said, this is my personal experience. These are my personal observations. And from what I've seen that I ask others to do, the more you can stick to the same exact stuff, the better it actually gets. And that being said, just understand which stuff actually works for you the best, because we are not all the same. We just aren't. I spend a lot of time outside, and if you have seen videos with me and David, where he always discusses how sun affects your metabolism and all those kind of things, it explains why I so easily lose body fat. It's just that I've forced my body to work the way it works. So give it a go if you have time. Not everyone is as lucky as I am that can go for a 10-minute walk every single time they eat. So that being said, I'll see you next video.